Maya, you told me about your friend that she's trying to controlling you and she's not seeing how you're feeling. Can you give me a brief detail what happened and since what time you just feeling that she's trying to controlling you and she's trying to ignore your feelings?
Yeah, so I can give you some details regarding the situation. It's basically a friend that I have from work who is pretty
Okay.
close to me. And it just seems like she requires a higher maintenance friendship, and I can't really give that to her, because I'm someone who's just the opposite of that. And I wouldn't really say that it's she's controlling. I would more so put it into like she gives me more pressure, and maybe sometimes she oversteps my boundaries because there's days where I'm not able to call her or text her, and I'm not able to like hang out sometimes, and she's just not really that understanding about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like my main
So
problem that
that
stresses
sounds
me
like,
out.
yeah, that sounds like you're frustrated because she's ignoring your feeling and instead like she's trying pushing you to usually talk with her like
Mhm.
anytime without any consent. Am I right?
Yeah, basically, because it's like I feel like sometimes I'm talking to like a wall. Like I'm telling her like, okay, there's days where I'm not available, or sometimes if I'm like off from
Mm-hmm.
work, I just want to spend like some time and relax. But like sometimes she's not like able to like understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So it just makes it kind of pressuring and stressful that, she's a close friend and I wish she was just able to be more understanding and just be okay with me not always hanging out with her and stuff like that.
So I can hear like you're kind of disappointed
Yeah.
because like she is trying to be with you all the time instead of understand you how you feeling about
Like how I feel about it, it's kind of like sometimes makes me sad
it.
because it feels like when I have other close friends, I'm always like thinking about how they would feel about things. And it's just, I feel like if you have a close connection with someone, you should already like understand each other's, I think,
Mhm.
like emotions and just be an understanding person in general. But I just feel like she's like, if I cannot do something, or if I cannot, like, I'm not available to do something with her, she will be like, okay, whatever, it's fine.
Mm.
Like, and then it makes me feel like I'm in the wrong when it should not be that way. It's not my fault sometimes
Yeah,
that I'm not available for
I
something.
can see how much affecting you emotionally,
Yeah.
and in the meantime, you care a lot to not hurt anybody, especially your because she's your best friend, and like you are kind of overwhelming how to manage the situation.
Yeah. It definitely does feel overwhelming because when I have other stressors that are going on in life, it's just something that's always kind of been there. Like I'll be stressing about school, work, maybe like financial stress, and just other things like family things. And it's always like something like that. Like her situation with me is always there along the stressor. So it's just like so many different things already. And it's just too much because I have talked to excuse me.
No
I have
worries.
talked to like one of my or like my sisters about this as well, and like they're helping me with it a little bit, but also it's like sometimes they give me some advice and answers that I don't really like. I don't know. I don't really connect with that type of advice sometimes, so it feels like I don't really have anyone else to go to because there sometimes like I also went to one of my other friends and I told her was happening, and she is someone who's like holds more grudges and she like judges things more. So when I told her some story that had happened with her last year, she was very like, you should not be her friend, like you should like be more distant. And so then sometimes I'm like, maybe I regret saying that to her because now she knows like I'm still friends with her, and if I bring up this situation, she will just be like, "Oh, you should not have people who are like that in your life." So it's like I don't want to cut the person off, obviously, I because we do have a close bond. I'm just wishing she was able to understand me better. She doesn't.
Oh, I can feel like you're really disappointed and this relationship affect you emotionally a lot. Like you're
Yeah.
disappointed in what to do. You talk with your sister regarding the relationship that you have with you between your friends,
Yeah.
and she gave you advice like because like she's trying to ignore your own feelings, so you have to stop talking with her, communicate, not communicating with her, because like you will kind of yeah, like she's kind of ignore you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good way to put it. Like, it does kind of feel like she's ignoring my
yeah.
emotions and stuff because another example that I wanted to provide was that the other day when I was at work, she was asking me, "Oh, are you available this day? Like, I want to hang out." And of course, I like to hang out with my friends. It's just not something I like to do like every single week because, I have like a very busy schedule. And it's
Mhm.
just like, it's the last thing. Sometimes for me, as much as I enjoy it, it's like,
Yeah.
it's hard sometimes. So she has said like, "Oh, like, do you want to hang out this day?" I was like, "I need to check my schedule. I don't know." And she just responded so like a little bit negatively and just was bringing up the fact that like, "Oh, it's summertime and I just want to hang out and I just want to have more fun." And she's like, "Everyone around me is just telling me that they have work and they have school and they have so many things to do." And I was like, "Why are you saying this to me when I'm working?" And like, you know, like I'm someone who's really understanding. So when other people, like my friends or my family, they're telling me something, I'm always trying to like listen to what their, problem and emotions are. But, and then when I don't have that in return from someone, it makes it really hard. So I just didn't like the response that she gave me because it made me feel like she's just not understanding and she's trying to overstep my boundaries and I'm telling her I'm not available and she's still trying to push it. It's like she's like pushing, pushing, pushing.
Yeah, that sounds like she is trying to controlling you and you're
Yeah.
feeling so upset because you're trying to tell her like, okay, I'm not able to meet you, but like kind of frustrated to deal with that and you're feeling so upset regarding
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it does make me feel upset because I feel like it's been a long time that we have been friends as well. And it just feels like, I have like brought this up a little bit and she's still not understanding. But now that you brought that up, it's making me think like I think I haven't really like
Mhm.
explained to her the depth of it and how much it really makes me feel like, okay, she's not understanding my needs and my, everything that I need. And I feel like,
So it means like your big concern is if you can try to talk with her that she knows what you want, like and instead of she's keep ignoring you, it's
yeah,
better to talk with her and try to understand. She should understand like what you want.
yeah, because I think discussing this right now, I've realized that I've said things really briefly, but I haven't really voiced my concerns like on a deeper level. And I feel like she's someone I am able to talk to about things, but I'm just hoping because this is something that I have to talk to her about and it's about her, I may feel a little bit nervous because it's like, I could talk about other problems with her. Like if I have stress about school, I can talk with about her or stress about
Yeah.
like anything else. But if it's like about something from her, like it makes me a little nervous of how she's going to respond.
So that sounds like you're abandoned.
Yeah.
How she will reacting, maybe this friendship gonna be end up and you feel lonely if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Because, it would make me feel a little bit lonely, especially because I work so much and like of course I see her at work too, so it would be really a little bit weird if I saw her and I wasn't really, excuse me, if I wasn't really like talking to her during then and stuff. Yeah, I just feel like sometimes she sucks like so much energy from me and it's just like it's hard to like give and give so much because
So you feel less energy when she's keep talking regarding bringing everything together.
yeah, and also I want to mention something. We are different in a lot of ways, but similar in a lot of ways. And sometimes our differences, like, they create like a void between us a little bit. And some differences that I can mention is that for me, I'm a homebody, meaning that I love to be at home. I like to relax. I like to just do things calmly. I like to do a lot of like just very calm therapeutic things, like just like painting, reading, just doing things like that alone. And she is someone who's like, she wants to be outside all the time. She likes to go to like parties and she drinks and stuff. I don't drink alcohol. I don't like to do any of that stuff. So sometimes I feel like our interests do like clash, and it creates a little bit of conflict sometimes. So I think that's a big thing in friendships where it's like we try to meet in the middle, and there's times where it does. And obviously, we appreciate that with each other. But
Yeah.
sometimes I think about that and it just annoys me a little